Oh, this is so good. I feel like I just need a moment just to kind of enjoy it and drink it in and just feel the fact that BLACKPINK are back. Hello my wonderful royals and welcome to my YouTube channel K-Pop Reacts, and today we are finally doing the wonderful BLACKPINK once again on the channel. This is an exciting day for me because I finally get the chance to check out their new release, the BLACKPINK X PUBG sort of collaboration type deal, Ready for Love, the music video. So this thing dropped on the day that I left for London for the MIK festival. So I went to London to do the MIK I can't even speak. I went to London, did the MIK festival, which involved the likes of Red Velvet and Cherry Bullet and VVZ and EXO, well, Suho from EXO and people like that. It was absolutely wonderful experience. But yeah, the BLACKPINK MV dropped on the day that I left for London. So as a result, I couldn't do it, obviously, on the day that it dropped. And it's been a few, I got back from London on the Sunday night, very late Sunday night, well, Monday morning technically. And then since Monday, I've had like comebacks and things to deal with and stuff like that. So now, right now, it's the earliest opportunity I've really had to actually just sit down and check this out. So finally I am on it and I am hugely excited for this. More BLACKPINK content is always a good thing. As per usual, it has been, let's face it, far too long. But you know what, it's here and I'm happy about it, and I'm happy we're getting the new album soon and all that jazz. It's going to be fantastic. I cannot wait, and I cannot wait to check this thing out. Before we begin, of course, guys, if you're new here, hello. If you are a BLACKPINK fan, if you are a Blink, please do check out my previous BLACKPINK reactions if you've not already. They are a huge group to me. They are the group that got me obsessed with K-pop, to be honest. They're not necessarily the first group I heard. The first group I've properly heard, I got into K-pop through KDA Pop Stars, which my brother introduced me to. Absolutely adored that. Found Soyeon and Miyeon from Idol through that song because they're in that song. Checked out a bit of Idol, and then from that found BLACKPINK. I think the first BLACKPINK song I listened to was Do 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 Do, which I immediately loved. And then everything since then from BLACKPINK just got me utterly hooked on K-pop, and that they were literally the reason I got. If it wasn't for BLACKPINK, I would not be doing this right now. I would potentially not even be a K-pop fan. I ended up seeing them live in Manchester when they toured in 2019. I absolutely adore this group, and they are my route into K-pop, so they do have naturally a very special place in my heart. So as a result, there are many reactions to them on the channel, so please do go back and check those out if you've not already. That would be incredible. And of course, guys, if you enjoy this reaction, please drop us a like, drop us a comment, and of course subscribe to my lovely self. Join the royal family, become a royal yourself. That would be fantastic. But with all that being said, guys, we are just going to get straight into this thing because it's been far too long. It's been far too long, and I need to listen to this thing right now. It is BLACKPINK time. Let's do this! So this is the wonderful BLACKPINK, which feels so good to say. It feels so good, like just doing that let's do this just now and saying it's BLACKPINK time. It feels so good to say. This is BLACKPINK X PUBG Mobile, PUBG Mobile, if you will, with Ready for Love, the MV. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. I don't know if this MV, so I assume it's going to include the sort of avatar versions of the girls. Yeah, the virtual version. Oh, Rose's voice. Oh, I've missed that. Oh, this sounds so good already. Good, Lisa, look at his visuals. Oh, I've missed these girls. Oh my god. Oh, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this. Oh, this is so good. I feel like I just need a moment just to kind of enjoy it and drink it in and just feel the fact that Blackpink are back. Like, I feel like that's what I need. Like, just a moment to just process everything. I genuinely feel emotional right now. I don't know if a lot of people have had that through watching this thing. I mean, the song helps because it's got a kind of emotionally charged tone to it. And just hearing this right now, hearing their voices on this song, and I know it's not them that we're seeing technically, but even so, there's just something genuinely emotional about it because they've been gone for so long. And I know we've had the solos and stuff for most of them. Still not Jisoo. I don't know what's going on with that at the moment. But like, as a group, it's been so long. And this is a thing, like, you know, it's one thing that I've said before with regards to the Blackpink issue, is that actually, from a Western standpoint, it's not weird. Like, from a Western standpoint, it's kind of normal for artists to be out for literally, like, a year and a half or whatever without anything, and then they'll come out with an album and they'll be like, oh, that's huge. But obviously it's very different in the K-pop world, and that's where the issue comes with Blackpink and everything. The fact they are gone for so long, people aren't used to it in the K-pop world. And even me, who's like grown up with Western music, that's found K-pop later on in life, even for me, like, I've got used to that now with K-pop. I've got to the point where I'm used to acts and artists bringing out, you know, comebacks and stuff every sort of 6 months, that kind of thing. So even for me, it's strange to see Blackpink gone for so long, and therefore it feels emotional when they come back. But I think there is something to that. There is something to the strategy of going, you know what, you're not going to see Blackpink for ages. You're going to see the odd little solo thing. And stuff like that, but as a group, they're going to be gone for forever, to the point where when they come back, you're going to feel so emotional and so ready for it that it's a feeling that I'm not used to with K-pop, and it's an enjoyable one in a lot of ways, even though I do wish they'd come back a lot more often, obviously, and kind of capitalize on the hype that they have, which I don't feel like they really did, especially during that region. When I saw them in concert and stuff in 2019, they were huge. They were everywhere, literally everywhere. If they capitalized on that and kept going and going and going and releasing stuff, I feel like the level of fame would be huge right now. But regardless, like, hearing this right now and hearing them back after so long is genuinely emotional. It's genuinely, I'm feeling that emotion right now with this. Just like, as soon as Rosé's voice came in, I felt it. I felt that emotion just hearing that voice, and that voice is emotional enough anyway. But continue. The song is so good. Oh my god, they sound so good. Look at the visuals, mate. The avatars look so good. Oh, mate. This is good. I'm sorry, but this is so good, mate. Oh. oh my god, I'm just enjoying this. I'm enjoying this moment. Oh, Jesus' voice, mate. So happy. so happy. Oh! The crown. Oh my god. Oh, it's been far too long. It's been far too long. That was so good. That was so good for them to come back with a song like that as well. Such a good song. I didn't think it hit me this hard. I didn't think it'd hit me this hard, like, because I am guilty of kind of I've certainly not forgot about Blackpink, obviously, but I think naturally that when there's so many K-pop groups out there and I'm checking out all the K-pop groups all the time, and like Blackpink naturally drop down the pecking order. Like, it's just, you know, just because I am a multi-stan and Blackpink aren't around and all these other groups are, Blackpink kind of naturally drop down the pecking order, so I've not really been thinking about them that much. You know, as much as I used to when they were massively active and stuff. And I'm guilty of that, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. So I didn't know how this would hit me. I didn't know how I'd feel checking this out. But I tell you what, this hit me harder than I thought. A lot harder than I thought. Just from an emotional standpoint, hearing their voices again. Like, Rosé's voice especially really got me. Lisa really got me because she's my bias. But like, Rosé's voice is so, it's still and remains to this day one of my absolute favourite voices. Not just in K-pop, in music, period. Like, Rosé's voice is something else. And so hearing that voice, I've been hearing all their voices, to be honest, but Rosé's especially just really got me. And from that point on, I was just in, and just the elation that I feel like listening to this, you know, and we're getting so much going forward as well. I'm kind of glad that they released it, and I'm sure it's deliberate, but the fact that they released this just before they actually release all their album stuff, and the fact that they've announced a tour now and stuff, like, you know, they've obviously got a plan with this, and I love that, because now we've got a reason to be excited. Like, we've got stuff coming, we've got content coming, we've got the album, we've got the tour, we've got everything coming soon, and that's exciting. That's so exciting. I can't wait to watch Blackpink take over again, to be quite honest. Like, I can't wait to watch them come back, and I hope they get the response that they deserve. I hope people welcome them back, and I hope that the hype is still there, because you never know with these sort of things when they've been away for so long. You never know what the reaction is going to be. I'm sure it will be huge, but I hope they can hit those heights again. And if this release, I know it's a special release, so it's hard to judge, but if this release is an indication of kind of the style that we're going to be getting, and the kind of, to a degree, the concepts and stuff, I'm really excited for that as well, because this song I really, really enjoyed. I love that kind of the emotionality to it. I really, really liked. So I'm hoping this is kind of an indication of maybe where we're going from a style perspective for the next comeback and stuff. Obviously, like I say, with it being a special release, it's hard to judge it. It may well go in a completely different direction, but I'm excited, man. I'm really, really excited. Just a little bit overwhelmed right now. But with that being said, guys, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you enjoy this reaction, drop us a like, drop us a comment, and of course, subscribe to my lovely self. Join the royal family, become a royal yourself. Get in those comments, guys. I want to hear your thoughts on this, of course. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Again, I apologise, it's late. It is a number of days late at this point, like I say, as I explained at the start of the video. It's just purely because I've been away over the weekend when this thing was released, and since I came back, I've not had a chance to react to it till now. So it's, you know, I'm finally here doing it, but I do, you know, I just want to clarify that it was always my intention to do it. If I was around when it dropped, I would have done it when it dropped. It just so happened that I wasn't. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, so please do get involved in the comments. That would be incredible. And I'll see you next time, guys, for the next one. Sanenge. I love you all. Bye.